Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, there lived a wealthy merchant. This merchant had a beautiful daughter, but she was always worried about unnecessary things. She would constantly think, what if I fail my exams? What will my result be? Am I gaining weight? Why can't I always be happy? These troubling thoughts consumed her every day, making her anxious and restless. Her father, being a busy businessman, didn't have much time to deal with these worries. However, when her anxiety started getting out of hand, he became genuinely concerned. She was his only daughter, after all. Seeking a solution, the merchant shared his concerns with a trusted friend. The friend said, "I don't know how to help, but I've heard about a wise Zen master who lives on the hilltop near our village. He rarely comes down to the town and interacts with very few people, only when he needs something. He's detached from worldly affairs, but because of this detachment, he deeply understands the pain of others and offers great guidance." The merchant was puzzled. "How will meeting him help me?" The friend replied, "Remember this. Someone who is free from attachments can truly understand and guide others. The Zen master lives a life free from attachments, and that's why he can help others. But let me warn you, don't go to him as a wealthy merchant. Approach him humbly with a genuine heart." The merchant agreed and made his way to meet the Zen master. When he reached the hilltop, he found the Zen master sitting in solitude, meditating peacefully in a small, simple hut. The air around was serene, and the view of the village below was breathtaking. The merchant couldn't help but get lost in the beauty of the moment. As time passed, the merchant waited patiently, hoping the master would open his eyes. 1 hour went by, then another. Still, the master remained in deep meditation. During this time, the merchant started reflecting on life. He thought, how peaceful this place is. Imagine living away from the chaos of the world. Perhaps I've been too caught up in unnecessary worries. Life can be so simple, yet fulfilling. After several hours, the master finally gestured for the merchant to prepare some food, but he didn't open his eyes. Confused yet determined, the merchant started searching for ingredients. He discovered that the master's utensils were old and fragile, and there was no proper supplies to cook. Unsure of what to do, the merchant hesitated, but he didn't want to disappoint the master. After struggling for a while, he finally said, "Master, how can I cook? There are no proper tools or ingredients here." At this, the master opened his eyes and calmly said, "Tell me, why have you come here?" The merchant explained, "Master, I've been restless for many days. My mind is troubled, and I've come seeking peace and answers." The master smiled and said, "You don't seem restless. In fact, you look calm and content right now." Surprised and a little annoyed, the merchant replied, "How can you say that? I've been anxious for so long. I wouldn't have come here if I were truly at peace." The master then said, "If you are restless, bring your restlessness to me." The merchant was baffled. "Bring my restlessness to you? How can I do that? Restlessness isn't something I can physically carry." The master gently explained, "Exactly. Your restlessness is a creation of your mind. You can't touch it or show it to anyone because it's not real. It exists only because you let it exist. You've been worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. Why burden yourself unnecessarily? The only thing you need to focus on is the present moment. When the bad days come, they will pass just like everything else. But worrying about them before they arrive only increases your suffering." The merchant listened intently as the master continued, "From the moment you arrived here, I've seen you constantly trying to do something. But your mind is too restless to focus on one thing at a time. This is the sign of a wandering mind. To find peace, you must discipline your thoughts and stop chasing endless desires." The merchant asked, "But how can I do that?" The master replied, "Look around you. The more comforts and luxuries you surround yourself with, the more restless your life becomes. Simplicity brings peace. I'm not telling you to give up everything and become a monk, but learn to let go of unnecessary worries. Focus on what truly matters and live in the present." Realizing the wisdom in the master's words, the merchant said, "Master, thank you for opening my eyes. I now understand that my constant worrying has been the root of my suffering. I came here hoping to find answers for my daughter's restlessness, but I see now that I needed this lesson first. I will teach her to let go of unnecessary worries and focus on living in the present." The master smiled, and the merchant left the hilltop with a newfound sense of peace. And so, the lesson is clear. Unnecessary worries and overthinking about the future only steal our happiness. Focus on the present, work hard, and trust that life will unfold as it should. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.